Number 511. We are calling for justice for all victims of police violence. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. So like my brother Ben just said, we are calling for accountability for not just my big brother Tyrone West, but literally for all the victims of police brutality. And this is West Wednesday 511. So we would like for you guys to hold on. We're not going to keep you that long at all tonight, but we have no special guests, and that was purposely done. And sorry, you guys can't see me because I'm actually in a bad spot right now. So just hold tight, and we will be right back with you. Mic check.
Mic check.
Can't stop.
Won't stop.
Won't stop.
Till killer cops.
Or in cell blocks. Can't stop.
The following newly released video portrays an incident of assault and violence at the hands of police. Viewer discretion is advised.
I suggest you back the fuck up.
No.
This is Baltimore City Police Officer Jorge Bernardes Ruiz. In a newly released video shot in 2016, Ruiz is seen with his knee on the back of an unknown man with a gun pointed at the man's head. His message was a clear one: concerned onlookers, adhere to my dictates or else. Here, we can hear Ruiz saying to Baltimore residents,
I suggest you back the fuck up.
No.
It is documented that Baltimore police officer Jorge Bernardes Ruiz is a repeat violent offender, even without access to all complaints against Ruiz, undisclosed by BPD Internal Affairs records. 6 cases involving Ruiz are known. This video will briefly highlight 6 total cases beginning in July of 2013. Case 1, ABDUL SALAAM, July 1st, 2013. Here, SALAAM is seen victoriously smiling in celebration after the jury found Ruiz and 2 other cops liable for brutality against him. However, because the trial was civil, not criminal, Ruiz was not fired and he did not go to jail.
Police profiled me. They followed me in the back of my house, harassing me. Police proceeded to violently and hostilely approach my van with me and my son in it. As I announced, this was my home, guns drawn. Once they reached my vehicle, they violently pulled me out, ramshacked my vehicle with my 3-year-old son strapped in his car seat, threw me against the gate, slammed me repeatedly. Picked me up by my feet, and while I'm upside down, they proceeded to drop me on my head, hog tie me, and immediately when I fell on my head, Ruiz, in a wrestling type of action, and kind of hit his knee against my neck. I was arrested. I had no idea what I was being arrested for. My son is scarred to this day. He remembers the incident as it happened yesterday. When he talks about it, he always refers to Daddy being on the floor with police yesterday.
Case 2, Darrell Harris, profiled, as seen in this video, July 17th, 2013.
Yeah, I said, what's wrong with it? Improper way with it. There's no such thing as an improper way.
You gonna tell me my job, bro?
I know the law.
Are you gonna tell me the law?
I know the law.
You gonna tell me the law?
I know the law. What's the problem? You giving me a ticket? You need my license registration?
Yeah, let me get it up.
Profile, y'all use the seatbelt as a reason. Profile.
Do me a favor, take out your keys.
Yeah, you can record for what? Nah. I don't feel safe right now. Do you want me to step out the car? Do you want me to step out the car? I'll step out the car. Call the police, man. What do you call a supervisor? I'm about to do shit. This is getting uploaded to the internet right now. Yeah?
And we are 2 law-abiding citizens that we are getting targeted, and I don't know why.
Just 24 hours later, Bernardes Ruiz played a leading role in the police killing of unarmed Tyrone West. Case number 3, the murder of Tyrone West, July 18th, 2013.
My brother Tyrone West was brutally murdered on July the 18th, 2013.
In both of these cases, when you look at the pleadings and the harsh language of these officers that have been quoted to me by reliable witnesses, the N-word.
And Killer Ruiz and Killer Chapman and the rest of those 11 to 15 killers, including David Lewis, took something from my family that they could never give us again. And that was my brother Tyrone West, one unarmed man who was brutally murdered, beat to death in broad daylight.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Awesome. So, first of all, good evening, everyone. And again, I apologize because I have a picture up and you can't see me, but I'm in a bad spot right now. And I knew that I would be today because I'm busy taking care of things, trying to get my daughter straight for her prom. So I knew that's why I didn't elect to have any special visitors or guests. But I just wanted to tell you guys that I appreciate everything, you know, everybody that donated to the campaign is still donating. Like, just thank you guys for everything. Your time, your energy is definitely truly appreciated. And I just wanted to make sure I made a special note to tell you guys that. And just going back to that video that I just saw, it like registered me in like a different way tonight. And when I heard Abdul Salam, say how, Killer Ruiz was on his neck, like knee on his neck, kneeling on his neck. And then I think about the awful way that my brother was murdered. I'm not going to get into details or whatever, but it was just horrible. And then I also took a special note when Darrell said, "You're pulling me over." He said, "You're saying something about this seatbelt, but pretty much you're pulling me over just to kind of harass me and kind of search my car illegally," type of thing. And that registered me. And if you think about it, they did the same thing with Abdul Salam. They pulled him over, said he didn't have his seatbelt on, all of that. Then they said that my brother was driving too slow towards a stop sign. Like, really? Like, and it's just sad, but it's reality, it's real. But the fact that nobody that has power is doing anything, and I think that's the part that really breaks my heart. And that's why tonight I really wanted to talk to everybody, but mainly the mothers, because as we're approaching Mother's Day this weekend, I really want all the ladies, all the queens to really just lay back, because we go through a lot of trauma, rather it was losing your loved one through police violence or whatever. We literally, just like Malcolm X said, and he couldn't have said it no better, he said that women are the most disrespected and unprotected humans in America. And that's so true. Like, we tolerate everybody disrespect. We have all these hats and caps that we have to wear, and really nobody like actually takes the time to really consider the role that a mother, a queen plays. Like, nobody really takes the time to actually consider that. And I just wanted to let all the queens know that I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep being strong. And it's just like, if you look at it and you look at the movement, it's always the mothers of the movement that are always rising and like, oh my goodness, and that saying is true. Nothing's like a scorned woman, but it's just sad that nobody really considers everything we go through. Like, everybody throws everything at us and expect for us to just gravitate towards whatever they're saying and doing, and we supposed to be every woman, like, and we're not. Like, the reality of it is we're not. So if you have that special queen in your life, mother, auntie, sister, friend, whoever, please treat her with respect. Please always check on her. Even if you are the strongest queen in America, check on her, because at the end of the day,
we need love. We need protection. We need respect. And it's just sad because as women, as we stand up on these front lines, as we do our daily tasks and things like that, we make it look really easy, but in fact, it's hard. In fact, it's hard. We have all these things that are placed, and I'm not saying just women have everything to do, because I know men, and shout out to my men, kings, and all that. But at the same time, women, like, we have to bear everything. We are the ones that have to bear bringing a beautiful child in this world. We have so much. We have to bear, you know, going through monthly cycles, all this and that, and still have to like wear these hats as if everything okay, even if your body's cramping, you don't feel like it. You have to be in such a stance to show the world like I'm okay, but in fact we're not all the way okay. So I'm just asking everybody, if you had a special woman in your life, no matter if it's a neighbor, it could be a teacher, it could be a nurse, and in fact, shout out to the teachers. Shout out to the nurses, because this is Teacher Appreciation Week as well as Nurse Appreciation Week. And yeah, so it's all about the women. So I just really, like I said, wanted to set aside to say, women, I know you're going through something, especially when I think about the mothers. And we hardly hear about the mothers that are murdered, by police officers, or even traumatized. Because, like I said, every victim don't die. We never consider what the mothers go through mentally, being stuck like that and have to still perform their task as being the everyday woman, and the kind that always like break up fights, be the mediator, be the cook, just everything. Like, our role is so like, it's serious. It's serious as nothing, and I wouldn't trade it in for nothing. But I'm just asking you guys, starting now, leading up to the weekend, consider the mothers, and I give a big shout out to everybody, and I'm sending love to everybody, because at the end of the day, everybody mother is not here, and it's nothing like having a mom. Even if you had a okay relationship with it, but when you lose your mom, it's like you're losing a big part of the world in most cases. And just like, so anybody that's mourning the loss of their mothers, grandmothers, sisters, my heart goes out to you. I'm giving you virtual hugs. If you need me in any way, just please just reach out. If you have my personal phone number, reach out. If you have my Facebook information, reach out. I am here for you guys. But I just want to let you guys know that everything is going to be all right. As long as we keep on fighting and never bending, it's going to be all right. But I'm just telling every woman under the sound of my voice, just relax this weekend, no matter what you're going through. And I'm preaching this so that way I can receive it, because I need to take my own advice, because I've dealt with so much work, stress, just everything. And I don't take time for myself, but I am, after I get past my daughter prom Friday, Saturday, into Sunday, I'm going to take time for myself. And whatever makes you feel special, if it's going to go get a pedicure, manicure, whatever, or just watching your favorite TV show, eating your favorite ice cream, do something special for yourself. You know, life is, no matter how long you live it, I just say it's not long enough, and then it's just so much going on. I can't even keep up with stuff. I dislike going on social media, because every time I go on, you always hearing about people passing away. You just hear about so much of sadness. But I just ask everybody just to think about good times, let that lead the way. And I know a lot of people that recently just lost their moms and are going through it. I have family members, you know, that recently lost their mom, and this is the first Mother's Day without their mom. It's hard, because it's like the second, third year without my grandmother, who was like my whole entire world. And I still get caught up into, oh, when I have something special, like when literally I wanted to actually call my grandmother this week just to say, hey, I'm so excited that Tiana's going to a prom. She did a thing in Florida, and then Kia, I'm so super proud of my daughter. She's, about to graduate from college. She's working hard. And then I realized, like, oh my God, my grandmother's not here. So it's real when you want to pick that phone up, but literally you cannot.
And a big shout out to my sister Angela, who's on here. And literally, I just saw, because I can't even keep up with the post, but I just saw before I hopped on here as I was sharing my Facebook post or whatever, posting about this evening. I actually saw where it was yesterday, I believe it was, but it literally was her twin brothers, you know, something was going on with them. I guess it was their birthday or something, or maybe it was their commemoration. But for her to just deal with so much and be so strong and beautiful inside out, and that you're like weakest point, if you could still love on somebody else, that really shows your strength. That really shows, because just talking to her or getting messages from her, I wouldn't even know what was actually going on in her personal space unless I look up and personally see it, or they come across my time frame. I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that. So definitely love up on your queens as we have them. And I just want to give a big shout out to all the queens that are active in my life. A big shout out to my sister Angela. She's always there. She even went so far, like while we was there in Florida, she actually let me get her discount and use it towards one of our tickets to Universal Studios. So that was beautiful. Like just doing stuff, like no matter whatever way she can help, she always help. Big shout out to my sister Dina, like literally, like she does everything. Shout out to Hillary, like shout out to all my queens, Gretchen, shout out to Rachel, whoever, whenever we call, shout out to Dre, who always holds it down, like always, like feet on the ground, holding it down for Hop, because I'm so sorry that I wasn't here to be out there with y'all, but y'all know I was in her, because if I was here in Baltimore, yes, I would have been there. I literally would have been there. So I was so mad. I'm like, oh my God, I'm literally stuck in Florida, but I was enjoying myself with my babies the best way I could, but definitely wanted to be here for the Hopkins event that happened, because we still have no answers with that. We have Ron Daniels, who pretty much threatened me. Literally, everybody else is going to these the Senate supporting, and he actually went so far to look up my a lawyer, reach out, and then send a threat saying I bet not come nowhere on the campus security. Like, had my attorneys worried about me. They was like, Tawanda, please be safe tonight. Please, we just advise. The only thing we can do is advise you. We can't really actually tell you what to do, but we're advising you not to go on the campus because he's threatening to have you arrested for trespass. Like, are you serious? When you have Lottie Dottie and everybody coming to stand in solidarity and support, and you act like I'm actually on the campus, like that was ridiculous. And nothing. And then with these so-called bullcrap investigations, they always say they're going to do something, and it's the dog and pony show. It's nothing but that. It's nothing short, less but the dog and pony show. They just say stuff to keep you calm. Here it is, years later, still ain't get no answers. I sat down before Marilyn Mosby got out of office, sat down with her, gave her all the new evidence that she said that she would review, and she never got back to me. She walked literally out of, or got kicked out of office to actually give me no answers. So it's just sad, it's disgusting, it's heartbreaking, it's shameful. But these are the things that we have to deal with and just act like everything is okay. So real quick, I want to check in with my sister Angela, see if she want to say anything. I'm sorry I babbled on, but it's just a lot on my mind. So I'm gonna do a mic check and see if my sister Angela want to say anything. Mic check.
Mic check. Angela, are you here?
Mic check. Sis, no, I'm not gonna say anything right now. I'm good.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm just sending you a virtual hug and let
Thank
you know if
you.
you need to call me for anything, I'm only a phone call away.
I'm
And thank
losing
you
my
so much for
connection,
everything.
so I kind of missed what you were saying because I was losing my connection, but I just got back on.
Yeah, and I was just giving you a big shout out, and I was just letting everybody know, like, you be going through your own stuff, but yet you're always there for someone. And I gave them the example of how when we were in Florida, you actually let me use your veteran powers to pretty much get a discount towards our tickets. And I was just giving you a big shout out. And then I said that I didn't even realize, that it was it the twins' birthday or was it their death anniversary commemoration? I'm sorry.
My
Yeah, your
brother James
brother.
he passed away yesterday. Was his date?
Yeah, and I'm sorry. And like I said, I just literally saw that today when I was sharing the information about West Windsor. So I just wanted to give you another virtual because if I would have saw it yesterday, I would have called you and we would have said our little prayer together. So I apologize that I did
Oh
not
no,
see,
you
had no clue. Yeah,
I
but yeah,
appreciate you,
definitely
trust me.
love
I
you.
know you have a lot going on, TT Prom. You just got back from Florida, so we
Yes.
good. We good.
Okay, well, I just want to let you know I love you, and if you need anything, I'm definitely here for you. So thank you for everything, and make sure you relax and enjoy yourself this weekend because literally all the love that you done had your hands in, like helping raise other people's children, just pouring into people's children, you ain't nothing short of a mother, queen, everything. So make sure you take time to enjoy your weekend. And I know as we see like Mother's Day, we think about our mothers that passed on, and it's hurtful, you know what I mean? So just think of before you let sadness kick in, just literally think about all the fun times you had with your mom or whatever queen, that you may be missing. So yeah, just wanted to give you a shout out, sis. So tonight I also found out that I think they somebody if I read it right, but I think Marcellus is not going to be on tonight. Am I correct, Ben?
No, Marcellus is here.
Oh, awesome. Hey,
I'm
my
here.
bro. Hey, I wanted to. Okay, awesome. Yeah. So Marcellus, do you mind going to the questions or comments on social media? I definitely appreciate you. How's your evening? First of all, how you feel?
Yes. So I can read the questions and comments.
Awesome.
Um, Hillary says mic check. Adina says mic check. You're a queen of queens. Not to mention the government trying to regulate our bodies. Judah says mic check. Hillary says yes to Wanda, and jobs historically seen as women's work are the least appreciated and the least compensated. Mothers,
Mm-hmm.
teachers, nurses, please take time to rest and do self-care. We appreciate you. Bruce says good evening. Bruce replying to Hillary agreed. Dina says to Angela and much love. To Hillary and much love. Double hearts. Mic check.
Mic check. Thank you so much, Marcellus, for that. Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, so
Thank you.
again, you're welcome. So again, like I said, this is I just wanted to also guys prepare you. I'm so excited. We will be out in those streets, the streets of Baltimore. We will be out doing a in-person West Wednesday, literally next week. Next week, if you're not doing anything, I'm letting you guys know early. We will be on Greenmount and 33rd, our old stomping grounds. So I'm looking forward to seeing Lottie Dottie and everybody just pull up, blow the horn, come on out and just participate. I'm just so excited. We haven't been outside in a minute. I believe the last time we were outside was when we had the caravan on the 500 West Windsor. So it's been like 11 weeks. So that's been a minute. So yeah, just thank you guys. But I'm excited that I will be out in the streets. I'm so excited. So we literally was going to be out today, but the way my life set up with this prom and coming back to Florida and everything coming at me at one time, I was like, you know what? We'll do it simple, keep it sweet, make it all about the women, and just keep it moving. But I will definitely see you guys. We will see you guys next week. And I want to give a big shout out to the whole entire West Coalition. A big shout out to our brother Ben, who always does his best. Like this man was even working on his birthday. Like, so just a big shout out to everybody. Shout out to Uncle Bill. Just shout out to everybody. Uncle Bill, by the way, won't be with us for the next 2 weeks. I believe I read that, if I read that correctly. And then also our brother Brian, who reads the set. I think Uncle Bill won't be with us for this tonight because he's dealing with family business. He's with his family, so I hope he's enjoying his family. And our brother Brian, who reads the sad list, he will be gone for the next 2 weeks. So we're going to miss him. So big shout out to him as well. So, I was told today, if I read it correctly, Ben, matter of fact, Ben, can you let me know the correct number? Because we're going to take 2 minutes, guys, 2 minutes to, if you say a prayer, say a prayer. If you don't pray, that's fine too. Just keep sending all the positivity through the airway because we definitely, truly need it. You know, send all that love through the airway for 2 minutes because there's so many homicides in our city. And I do know that when I was saying this tonight, Brian did send a note and said that it was 3 homicides that was reported, but we know it's way too many. Like one is way too many. And then again, we deal with a system that is not like updated. So yeah, just we're gonna take 2 minutes tonight. And then I wanted to know the accurate number because I believe that I saw 23. I know it was 20 something, murdered. And that's
Yes.
not even, so was it 23?
Yeah, 23 between May 2nd and May 8th.
That is disgusting. And guess what, guys? Get this. That ain't even accurate. That's only if the police use their gun to murder. So we know that everybody isn't murdered by, a weapon, So on that list, well, pretty much wouldn't be on that list. I might as well say my brother wouldn't be on that list. Freddie Gray wouldn't be on that list. Like the list goes on. Like it's sad, It's a lot of victims that would not be on that list if they wasn't gunned down. And it's ridiculous. So if we say they did all that, 23, we could add like another 23 to that. That's sick. That's sick. So right now, I'm going to ask you guys, we're going to take 2 minutes. 2 minutes, guys. So we're going to start now. The time now is 7:22. We're going to take 2 minutes of silence to stand in solidarity with any and everyone that lost someone. Mic check. Thank you guys so much. I definitely appreciate that. We know that 2 minutes is not long enough to send love to anyone, but it's just a thought. So, um, if you're suffering through anything right now, please just take time to take care of yourself. I know I gave a big shout out to the women, but I want to give a big shout out to everybody. It's nothing like self love. So, if you are a man, woman, child, no matter who you are, if you're going through something, please take time to make sure that you're okay because you can't take care of anyone or anything if you're not okay. So again, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that made comments tonight, sending love. Definitely, truly appreciate you. But just take time this week and every day, every second, just to spread love. Like we have nothing else to give. Love is priceless. Like you cannot put a price on sending love, being respectful. Just try to like replace anything negative that may be happening just with love. Love. Love heals all. Love is what we all need. Remember, live to love to live. And I'm excited about seeing you guys next week. Not going to hold you long because, again, my brother Ben, he had a long week. He was working on his birthday, y'all. So big shout out to our brother Ben, and big shout out to everybody that had a birthday this week. If I didn't see it or I missed it, happy birthday, happy belated birthday. So just make sure you take time to enjoy yourself. And guys, I will be updating you on a matter that is happening coming soon. I'm expected to do something, but I can't talk about it now. I don't want to talk about it until it's actually done. But trust me, I'm going to talk about it. You guys are going to know everything soon. Just can't say anything now, but working on a lot of big stuff right now. So we will truly keep you posted. Live to love to live, the same way we brought you in with our video. We're going to take you out with our video, but I'm looking forward to seeing everybody next West Wednesday. And we're going to start early because I'm so excited. Normally we start West Wednesday at 7. I want to see you guys at 6:30. Green Mountain 33rd, y'all. So love you guys. Happy early Mother's Day. Happy Teachers Appreciation Week. Because this is the job that we literally get pennies. Like literally get pennies. Robbing Peter to pay Paul and still ain't got it. It's sad. And shout out to the nurses that are true heroes. They have to experience seeing people, heal people. They have to see people that pass away, that their patients that they love. So big shout out to all my nurses out there. We love you guys. That is like a super job. It's a very important job. And I'm so honored to share our week with all the nurses. You guys are truly appreciated. You guys are the real heroes. You are the real heroes. So remember, live to love to live. I love you all. And this is the shortest West Wednesday we ever had. So just relax, breathe, and we will see you next week. And if you can stay tuned, just watch the video again, y'all, and let it register that we need somebody to reopen all the cases. Literally, we need it open now. Like, we have 17 murderers that are still walking the beat that murdered my unarmed brother for no reason. I'm never going to stop. Do you hear me? Never. You talking about 511 weeks? I got 3,011 more weeks in me or more. I'm never going to stop this until they stop killing us. And it's not just about my big brother, it's about all of us. And I'm, as we approaching my brother's birthday, his birthday, he should be here with his children celebrating. And they're taking it really hard. So I'm sending love to my brother's children. I'm sending love to my family. I'm sending love to all you guys. Live to love to live. Watch the video, and we'll see you guys next week. Mic check.
Mic check.
And Mr. West begging for his life. And Mr. SALAAM begging for his child to be excluded and comforted from what was taking place. Not for himself, but for his 3-year-old child.
Case number 4, ADIENA BRITT and family, September 10th, 2015.
My name is ADIENA BRITT, and I wanted to submit a 30-second testimonial that Jorge Omar Bernardez Ruiz is one of the 11 terrorists that came into my house performing a home invasion in September 2015, terrorizing my entire family and even holding my 12-year-old son at gunpoint. He needs to be stopped.
Case number 5, unidentified arrestee, assaulted in 2016.
I suggest you back the fuck up. No, why you
Again, this video did not surface until the summer of 2020. Case 6, Thomas McCullough, May 2016 and February 2017.
I heard my front door coming off the hinges like it exploded.
Thomas McCullough says it happened twice. In May 2016 and February 2017, Baltimore City Police burst through his green front door and raided his Pimlico home.
They said, police. They come up, shotguns, guns.
He says officers ransacked the place, looking for drugs, money, and weapons. He took pictures of the damage he says they left behind.
Tell us where the drugs are, the scales, the guns, and the large amounts of money.
Nothing was found. Now he's suing police, claiming officers, including a former member of the Gun Trace Task Force, frightened him, his wife, and father-in-law when the officers conducted what his suit calls an illegal search of his home. The owner of the house tells 11 News after the second raid, he had to replace the front door. McCullough and his attorney say they want Baltimore police held accountable.
There is a colossal breach of trust.
And McCullough tells us following both raids, no one was arrested or charged.
This all begs the question, when will Baltimore City State's Attorney Marilyn Mosby see the prosecution of Bernardes Ruiz as warranted?
They were the stopping officers in these so-called jump-out cars, unmarked and so forth, that stopped both the West vehicle and the SALAAM vehicle without probable cause. And these officers are the ones that also were joined by others, but they are the ones who initiated the stops, pulled both men out of the vehicles, and commenced the vicious activity that was thrust upon them.
And the Officer Ruiz that started this attack is still working and working with promotions. He is now sergeant. But the fact that this repeat violent offender had a history leading up to my brother. There was Darrell Harris, there was James Green, Joseph Green, ABDUL SALAAM, and my sister ADIENA and her family. No one family deserves to be brutally murdered or brutalized by this repeat violent offender Ruiz. It is time we take action. The time is now.
Baltimore police officer Jorge Bernardes Ruiz is a repeat violent offender. Based on these accounts, in accordance with the law, we, the West Coalition, call for him to be fired, prosecuted, and incarcerated.
We're more than hashtags and body bags. We're more than being 6 feet in the dirt and pictures and buttons on t-shirts. Our lives matter.
For the safety of our city, the prevention of further harm, and the justice for these families, we see no other option.
And again, I'll say, the time is now.